Hello, welcome to episode 4 commentary. Episode 4 of Dice Versa against the Aeon Throne, Dishonorable Discharge. Joined as usual by the entire crew. Hey guys.
What up, boys?
Hello.
The way that it works is we do a countdown 3, 2, 1, click. And on click, you hit play on the video starting at the very beginning. And hopefully that will be all synced up. So yeah, anybody want to say anything here before we dive in?
Thank
This
you
is
all.
a good episode.
Yeah.
This is great.
I don't think this is a very good episode.
No.
You're fired.
Nevessa does not roll well this episode. That's all.
That's true.
Well, yeah, we'll get into all of that. So let's just get
this is a
started.
great episode. Let's do it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do this countdown, and on click, you hit click. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, click. And now you should be seeing the Dice Versa logo coming up and all of that. So hopefully you're all synced up, and here we go.
What the hell are you doing here? These folk want
Have all the previously ons been just me?
I think
No.
Nick was the first couple.
They've been alternating. I think that the first one was me, the second one was you, the third one was Uko, and I think that actually maybe the fourth one was supposed to be Nevessa. Maybe I just forgot to put her voice track in. She'll be in the next episode.
This is why I hate this episode.
To me, it's felt like the first one was you, and then all of the rest have been me.
I don't think so. I'll have to double check. And
Maybe I'm just tripping.
Roll back the
if so, then I'm just gonna give everybody else multiple in a row.
Okay.
Make up for it. But yeah, this was like the first episode where you guys like actually went out and like started getting your hands dirty in the subterfuge and everything. So I was pretty excited for this.
Intentional hunting of them.
Right. So I was pretty excited with this, and if you listen to the episode 3 commentary track, you know that this actually was the second half of episode 3 originally. That got cut into 2 pieces, so this is actually the second half of that session that we did. But I think that the cut works out well with you guys now heading out to the cemetery to like enact your plan and everything. So
Yeah, I like the episodes being a little shorter to make the sessions more digestible for people instead of having like 3-hour episodes of our entire sessions.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be crazy.
Survival check.
What a plan that we had. Oh,
This plan, I mean, I was really worried that you guys were gonna go and like try to do your like crazy like electrified panel and like all of this stuff, and I was like, man, how am I going to like DM this together, like make it so you guys like I was not prepared to have like this big complicated trap set up and like all the rules for that. And then I was very happy when Nevessa
We
was
just
just
went-
like, well, let's just make a tripwire. I was like, yes.
yeah. We ended up just going home alone. Oh,
Our next trap will have to be some sort of extremely complex, like Rube Goldberg-esque kind of.
We're just gonna set up an entire episode like fucking Home Alone.
yeah, we really have a base, start getting our paint cans lined up.
Your
Like,
tar
oh, here
and
they
feather.
come. Yeah.
Good hiding spot than behind the fence.
Gotcha.
Like chain link, or is it?
I remember when we were playing and we actually spent a little bit longer than it shows being like, wait, on this side, should we be over here? But we can see through it. But this has 4, wait. Oh,
Yeah.
but the fog.
This was actually one of the first sections where I had to go back through and do some like heavy editing on stuff because the way that the Roll20 map is set up is with like, if you know Roll20, you know that they have dynamic lighting, which is basically you can set up walls that players can't see through. That's why you're seeing these like dark these black areas on the map. Those are the map actually exists there, and you see like as the tokens move around, that parts of the map become uncovered.
Visible.
And that's because of the dynamic lighting. It sort of takes into account where the token is and, you know, how they would be able to see and according to where you put up the walls and everything. And the way that we have the recording set up is that the capture character or the capture player that we have in Roll20 has access to all the tokens, so he can see all over the map. And that made for some wonkiness on this. So I had to go and like make sure that everything was visible correctly. And then also while we were doing that, I had switched over the chat in the recording to another tab, so the chat wasn't even visible. So what I had to do was go back and scroll through the chat so that each roll was on the screen for at least a little bit, and then cut it together so that the chat was lining up to what you guys were saying after the fact. So that was a little bit of a pain,
Sounds like a lot of
but
work.
it worked out in the end. It was just a bit of a process.
This is one of the first scenes I did audio editing for.
This was the first scene you did for audio editing, I think.
Yeah.
You did a good job on the gate here.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with the gate sounds.
I just love this whole part.
Just
It
the
just
boom.
works so beautifully. I remember, I feel like at least me, when we were playing and this was working so well, I was just like, ah! Like,
There's a part when
so
you kill the
giddy.
second guy, you specifically say that you feel cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, no, this trap worked out very well. As I say in this, I rolled their perceptions beforehand, and you guys all managed to roll stealth just above their perceptions. And so it just went off without a hitch. And yeah, you guys make pretty quick work of these guys.
Just charge in, shank.
We also, somewhere in this, I think it's coming up soon, we see the power of all of Starfinder's crazy like roll modifiers. That's one of the things about Starfinder as a system is the roll modifiers. The amount of roll modifiers you have to keep track of is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little nuts.
Which is where things like Roll20 and virtual tabletops that take care of all of that stuff in the background become extremely useful. Can also
need
tell
a-
that this is one of the earlier combat encounters because the turn tracker is not on the bottom right where chat is. I've started like uniformly putting it near the chat, but here it was off to the side, and it was in such a location where like cropping it and moving it was going to be a problem. Like it would cut off some of the map anyway, so I just left it where it was. But yeah, if you pay attention going forward, you'll see that it's almost always on the bottom right near chat.
It's a 6, but plus
Oh.
4, so 10.
Oh yeah, here it is.
Yeah.
This is where you get the crazy additions to your roll.
So the trick attack succeeds.
Plus,
Yeah, it's just
Wait,
like
That
wait.
means he's also flat-footed.
there.
So that's another plus 2.
Good lord.
I think we messed up actually.
Which is just enough to
What? Why?
I think we added an extra +2 on accident somewhere in there.
I don't think so, because it was +4 because he's prone, +2 because he's flanked, and +2 because he's flat-footed.
and just plunge it
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
as he tries to roll out fails to do
Math.
so for a total of 4 damage.
So yeah, that was like, I think that's the craziest. +8 was like the highest addition from bonuses that we've had so far, but I'm sure that will end up being
Oh wait,
eclipsed.
yeah. So where did that
eventually.
other +2 come from? Because it was only 3 things, right?
It's +4 for prone.
Oh, +4 from prone.
Yeah.
+4
+4 for prone, 2 from flanked, and 2 from flat-footed.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah, prone is brutal versus melee.
I thought it was just +2 from prone.
No.
Gets upgraded to a 16 because he's
Oh.
still prone.
Oh.
Hits for a total of 10 damage. Once again, Uko and just shove it just straight through the back of the neck.
Splurt. Like, that's cute.
Nice. I like what you're doing here. Let me have a taste. Ah!
Your knife is cute.
Your knife is cute.
So this scene actually had a few different music tracks that we went through, and we actually decided to switch this one because we actually decided to switch the Hobgar music because the Hobgar music was using this music before, and I decided that, or I think when you were making the sound effects, you put this music underneath.
Yeah,
I was saying like, oh, we're using that music for the Hobgars. Maybe we should do something different. But then I came to the conclusion that I like the other song for the Hobgars better. So we went back and replaced all the Hobgar music with the new one.
Yeah.
Oh God. I feel cool.
You are cool.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, just offer surrender to one guy. He is just okay through his face.
That's such a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah, no, when I saw that, I was just like, oh, okay. Well, that guy just got one shot. I mean, he did get a little bit of damage from Nevessa before, but that 12 was just like,
no
oh,
more
okay.
from Nevessa.
Session 2, if you remember.
And there's that natural one. Speaking of Nevessa's attack.
Classic Nevessa.
Something's wrong with this.
I think this is like this isn't the first natural one, but this is like the start. This is when the ball starts rolling on your bad roll, so that's something
Like,
people
up
can look
till
forward
here,
to.
she wasn't incompetent in combat, but from this point on, she doesn't do well.
Yeah.
She knows how to fight, but enacting it.
Attack. So he's gonna jump over the fence.
Oh.
And get close.
Oh, wait, that got cut off a little bit, didn't it? In the chat.
Shoot with his pistol.
Oh, well.
Plus,
They
There, you
saw
can see the rest of it
important
now.
part.
from get him.
It's there now.
It's there now.
I just realized that I say I jumped over the fence when I'm already on the other side of the fence.
Yeah,
You're right.
it's fine. Whatever. There's also a part where I'm saying, like, Ugo needs to run up to get to this guy because he's off screen technically, but then I just sort of like, whatever. He's close enough.
You are gonna have to chase him down a little bit.
There you go.
Yep.
You have to chase him down. Okay.
You know what, just to be safe, I'll actually technically do one more off screen if I'm able.
Sure.
Just like that.
Okay. Just get right up on him.
Yeah, so even if
Ugo
he
creeping around the corner.
I'll be able to take another swing. Sure.
But yeah, this plan went off very nicely, which is always fun to see. Always nice to see a plan come together, especially when it's killing some shitty oppressors.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This was.
Love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah. This was the beginning of the end, but in a good way.
Yeah, no, it was like, especially since you guys are technically down a player. You know, this is tuned for 4 people, and Uko basically is 1.5 people. So it is tuned a little bit harder than it should be, but you guys are very good at, being tactical, and I think this illustrates like how you guys approach your conflicts in such a way that it like sort of evens things out as far as the difficulty tuning goes.
Maybe let's hide these bodies, yeah?
Nevessa kind of fumbles with her battery pack and puts it back in her hands. Like, it did look like he was trying to contact someone, so should we get out of here?
Well, we could wait and see if someone shows up too. I mean, if they did.
Oh yeah, we also got another taste of my fake Aslanti there as he's dying.
These bodies, that's for sure. Drag them off into the forest over there.
I think that would have been hilarious if
Disrespectful. Put
The guards just kept coming through the.
Just kept walking through. Yeah.
We just reset the track.
We just do this encounter 3 times.
Yeah.
There you go. That's 3 episodes of content.
Yep. Now, the thing is, there's not that many Aslanti left at this point, especially after this fight. When you kill these 3, like, there's really not too many left, especially in the settlement itself. So if you had set up another ambush, you guys definitely would have been here for, like, most of
Like
the
a
day
day.
with nothing happening.
It would have been great content.
I grab their feet and
Where'd the wall go?
and throw them like Mario and Bowser.
Yeah, that was another instance of that dynamic lighting be a little bit wonky. And it just sometimes it just doesn't really account correctly to where the tokens are since the recording has access to all 3 tokens. It sometimes can get a little confused, I think, but
I'm a fan of Uko saying yeet.
Yeah, I like that you
Having
just
to-
canonically made it part of this universe now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of his home world.
The Triaxian word.
To throw with great force and reckless abandon.
It might actually just be better to move on to our next objective and just keep going. If anything, that'll have some troops way out here while we're doing stuff in the town. You know?
Doing stuff.
I like that.
Yes, let's
I like that.
Sound reasoning there, Uko.
I like how Uko feels like he needs to prove that he's not completely stupid. Like every time he comes up with an
he's
idea,
not.
he's like, "See, I'm not dumb," and everybody's like, "Yeah,
Like,
no,
we never said you
nobody
were.
thought you were dumb, Uko."
It's like, good.
I
Anyone
think,
that does, you
I think-
point him to me.
I think he's technically like as smart as Mishka.
Yeah, like he has a flat 10 in intelligence, so he's
And,
he's fine.
and so do I. Because for some reason Vlaka get a -2 to intelligence.
Because they're dogs. They're just like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
stupid,
I'm a good
stupid
boy."
dog. That's why.
It's just the dog from Up. That's what you should be role playing Mishka as. Squirrel,
There you go.
squirrel.
Hagar?
You're my best friend, and I love you.
No, Mishka, that's the Aslanti.
Oh. Mishka, no, bad.
You need to use your character sheet more, Chris.
That's something that we do in later episodes. Currently, in chat,
Yeah, I stopped
Chris
doing
was
that.
using the macros that pull up the entire menu of things he can look at. That's why you'll see that show up when Chris rolls. Later on, we just have everybody roll off of the sheet so that it's not being disrupted by these big menus every.
One thing I learned that's pretty handy. I mean, there's a couple of things you can pop out your character sheet and have it off the screen, or you can, if you double tap, I think your name or something at the top, it'll minimize
It'll
it.
just minimize it.
Yeah. Now, these are things that host episode 4 Chris has learned.
Yeah. I just tried to scroll on the video. Just
And
tried to scroll
admittedly,
down.
I thought
Scroll down the chat.
that macro pop up wasn't
Visible.
facing to everybody.
So
Yeah,
it technically isn't visible to anybody who doesn't have control of the character, but since the recording has control of Navessa, it shows up on the recording as well.
Guards in there just like throwing a tantrum.
Oh god, they're just sitting up there. Electricity everywhere. Static poo flying left and right.
Man, I gotta say, when I was doing the sound effects for this section, I thought I was going to lose my fucking mind. The amount of just cacophony of the electricity and the monkeys and the cage rattling, I was like, this is driving me insane. Is this too much? Is this going to be too much for the viewer? I think just seeing, experiencing it once is fine. But sitting there listening to it for hours, while
hours.
you're tweaking the positioning of all the sound effects and everything, it's a lot. That's why I ended it at this point. When you guys are talking, I was like, okay, there needs to be a break at this point, because if this is just going the entire time while you guys are talking, it might get to the point where people are just unable to listen to it.
Yeah, but I don't want these monkeys coming after you. I'll be in the sky, so I ain't too worried, but
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm saying we should stay close enough until we know that you've released the monkeys, and at that point, we
Still
take
with 1 HP, like, no, you guys go ahead. I'll be
You
fine."
guys will be fine. So one thing that I kind of wish I had done, but it just would have been, extra work and not really pay off too much, was to have the I forget what they're called, but like the measurement of the distance of the map, the scale of the map, where it'll show you like an inch is 100 meters or whatever it is.
Gotcha.
Because it does have that on the map. It just having it be visible all the time, I would have had to like extract it and do Photoshop to make it so it was just the just the scale and everything, and it just wasn't worth it. But yeah, something that I kind of wish I had done. I don't know. This is the part where we use Uko's flying rules incorrectly.
Yeah.
So technically, Uko's supposed to he's supposed to be required to land after flying for his 25-foot fly movement speed. He's supposed to land after each of those, but we didn't read that entirely correctly at the time and just let him fly right on up there. But
Like, I'm up and I'll just stay up here. Woo!
yeah, I mean, if you think about it though, you would have flown towards it, gotten to the bottom of it, flown straight up to 25 feet. That gets you basically there because you're so big. And then you are on the pole at that point, so you can fly off of that and leave. So it's not really that game breaking or anything.
I
You
went
can
a little
justify it.
Spider-Man. I went kind of Spider-Man with like a whoosh, land on this, whoosh.
Yeah.
I mean, and all he's doing is just dealing with these fucking electric monkeys. So
Yeah, I mean, like technically,
I think it's excusable.
if he was on the ground, they would have been able to like sort of swarm him a little bit easier.
I would have
but,
been dead.
I think that, well, you, like I said, you're on the pole when you open it anyways, so they would have had to get up to you, and I think it's justifiable.
What I would have loved to seen, which I don't think it would have been worth the effort at all, is just seeing a bunch of Hoggar minis in the trap moving around.
Yeah, no, that would have been
cute.
that would have been a lot.
Yeah.
People can use their imaginations.
Yeah.
Just sitting here getting electrocuted. Ow.
I did add those electricity effects.
Yeah, those are
I
cool.
saw.
I like those.
Those are just stock effects that are in Adobe Premiere that are very easy to use.
Nice.
So I was like, might as well.
I'ma do it.
Another situation that just went off without a hitch. Because planned to just open that trap and get out of there, and it worked. Maybe
They're
we,
just like, oh, screw that guy. Okay, bye.
yeah, maybe we broke the rules a little bit, but like I said, I think it's justifiable, and you guys didn't need a slowdown or to get knocked out again by some monkeys. So
I like how we just kept piling on to Uko. Or the tokens.
Everyone in here. Ow.
Piggyback on Uko.
Let's get some perception check.
I'm bleeding. Stop.
That's a 10.
Ugo got a 13.
No, that's also got a 13.
As you guys step out and begin making your way towards the...
I was really excited. So what triggers this encounter with the drones is whether or not that Aslanti guard who is on patrol gets the message off in time. And he managed to just get it off before you guys killed him. And so these drones come and find you.
Yeah. Great time.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to ambush you guys with these drones, I
So if
gotta
we
say.
had succeeded on this perception check, could we have potentially avoided them, at least this round?
So that was just a flavor perception check that I put in
okay.
there to have you guys basically hear this coming towards you. So unless you had rolled like extremely bad, you wouldn't have seen them coming, and they would have had a surprise round on you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, because you guys rolled, middling to well, I let you guys see them coming. They're pretty loud, so.
Fly up, diagonal style.
Do they automatically know where we are? Or could we have like stealth past them?
I mean, they're like hunting for you. They're looking for you. They know your general area. So, yeah. And here, this is the part where we have read Uko's flying rules, and we adhere to them and have him land on the roof up there and not just hover in the air.
You mean a 20?
6 piercing damage.
I want to say real quick that the music for this section, it's called Rhinoceros by Kevin McLeod, and the way that this sequence ends and the way that it lines up with the music was completely unintentional, but I love it.
Called Rhinoceros because they just ran.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs that comes up. It's some very crunchy chiptunes that I enjoy.
Yeah. This is definitely one of Kevin McLeod's crunchier chiptunier songs that he has.
That's a good trick attack.
Yeah, so you ask me in this if the trick attack can crit, and the answer is that I give you is correct. It does not crit on the trick attack roll. However, if you were to crit on your tactical semi-auto pistol attack roll, then we would also
double the damage.
Yeah, we would also double the trick attack damage as well.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I was like, that doesn't make sense for this. This is just like a skill check.
Right.
A canister comes flying out. Uko, make your opportunity attack.
Yeah, I also am very happy with the pneumatic tube sound effect that I found for the canister launcher.
The like t-shirt cannon sounds.
That's actually what we were being attacked with, is Aslan D4 Life t-shirts.
Imagine if Uko got knocked out by a t-shirt.
Yeah, he would have just waited at the ship. He would have been done if he lived.
Just too much shame. Gotta go hide in the ship.
Where are you going, Uko? Away.
Get off of me, you stupid snail.
I lost my warrior's pride, and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
Yeah. Mishka was in an entanglement?
Pikachu face.
Oh no!
I'm down.
It hit me for exactly how much HP I had.
Yeah.
It's like,
We're just,
that's
It's kind of, I feel like you guys have, maybe I've been getting lucky or maybe you guys have been getting unlucky depending on how you look at it, but the NPCs have been rolling really well when it comes to full attacks. Especially considering full attacks you get -4 on the attack roll for both attacks.
Yeah, that's why I hardly ever do them, and I was surprised when we just kept getting fucked up by those.
Yeah, it's like I do it because it's like that risk reward, and like I want to give you guys maybe that chance to not take any damage, but then they end up rolling really well, and then we see what happens to Uko when that happens in a little bit.
Grab it, pull it basketball in your big meaty paw.
Now don't get
Move down with it or stay in the air by holding it.
You land holding it in your hand.
Cool, I'll take it.
Mishka, you can spend
Just puts it in his pocket.
Yeah. This is my drone.
In order to immediately
No, that would have been a whole different scene. Puts it in his pocket. Oh. It won't stop hitting! Ah!
Is that a drone in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
It's a drone!
your turn to get back up.
Okay, I'm still at 0. I'm just not dying.
Yes, exactly.
Sleepy Mishka.
Sleepy. He's a sleepy boy.
The drone that you
Mishka,
He just does a little spin and lays down in the in the goop.
onto it, clutching it tightly.
I don't know what
The other one, you see
that evil laugh I did. I don't know. I'm vibing it. This is mine. Ah!
flying out.
You should have
I'm
thrown this
fine.
drone
Nothing
at the
could
other.
possibly go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Still creeping
We just did a perfect ambush.
Yeah.
We're invincible.
I have full stamina points, and we just successfully did an ambush and let monkeys out. Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah.
threads across your feet as you're trying
This was actually one of the like
from wrestling itself free,
this was the closest fight we've had.
buzzing over.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Which is amusing to me.
This is the first fight where Nevessa actually takes damage.
Yeah.
maybe now that it's a close
This was the The end of an era.
That's an 18 to hit for a whopping 1 damage. You got there, everybody.
You did it. As this laser
We were all so happy for you, even for 1 damage.
of the drone, and it sort of wavers in the air very slightly, but does not look too worse.
You did a hit.
You did it! I look excitedly over, and like Mishka's down and unconscious, and Uko's grappling with the drone. And it's like, okay, well, at least I knew I hit it.
I can be proud of me. No, there it is.
Uko is going to stab the grappled thing with his
Do a hit.
I imagine Uko is just like slamming it into his pike.
Yeah, I'm more holding my pike, and you're just.
Yes, that is exactly what.
Seeing these old tokens is kind of funny to me.
To the end of your
Right?
and it spurts into
Every time I look at Uko's token now, on the old one, he looks kind of like he has a horse snout.
Mishka will spend.
He's as big as a friggin' horse. God.
He
is, yeah.
From being unconscious.
Yeah, I mean, I think that most people like probably don't even realize that the art is slightly different in the tokens than like the final character art. But I'm sure there's some eagle-eyed viewers who have noticed that.
Oh,
And if not, the
probably
jig
will
is up
notice
now.
now.
Yeah.
Just like very weakly from the ground, not really standing with the arm that you line.
I like the Nevesa icon though. I think that one turned out well out of these early drafts.
Side of the drone.
Yeah, I forget at what point we switch over to the new tokens, but they show up
I
eventually.
don't know. I made them for you though, and you're just like, we kept playing. I'm like, Nick, use the new icons, please. These are ugly.
I mean, I
The
put
artist.
them in fairly
Judging
soon
his own
after you gave them to me. I think it was maybe like a session that we did where I hadn't replaced them, but
Well, I think you probably put them onto like whatever new maps you were going to, but like we were in Madelon's
Yeah,
Landing
there
for
it
a
is.
while.
Up. This is the part where Uko gets wrecked.
Uko getting wrecked.
Bonk.
It just straight up, I'm like, come here, and went boom, boom.
Did it crit with just one hit or with both?
No, it crit both of them, and it rolled max damage on both of them.
On
So it
both?
was just like
Jesus.
insane.
You get knocked unconscious, and your
This was a cool scene.
you feel like
Yeah.
This was recorded after the fact. This was something that Eric and I had talked about a little bit before, like sort of figuring out Uko's backstory and how we wanted to sort of peel back the layers of what's been going on in Uko's past. And so, yeah, we recorded this after the fact, after, sort of talking about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was like after the session, you were like, Uko, stay after class.
Yeah, I was like, we should record something for when you get knocked out that we can do like a little flashback or something.
Mm-hmm.
it's time to move on.
I imagine for some reason this dragon had like a thick mustache that hung over his.
You are Dragonkin. The Legion is proud to see
Maybe
I
I'll
got
do
to.
some character art for some of these
the
characters
strongest dragonkin
later that we can use if we have more flashbacks.
Hey,
Yeah.
if we ever go back to his own planet, ooh.
even if you don't want to.
Yeah, depending on what we do after this campaign, after the Against the Aeon Throne campaign wraps up, I have some different ideas depending on the direction we go. But yeah, we could explore some more of that stuff.
And those voices fade away as you.
But like I said, the Starfinder support on Roll20 has been less than ideal. So there's also a possibility that we might just do a different system after that, but we'll see.
I just realized though that Ugo got knocked out by a drone and had like a dream flashback to how he's alone. So he's like, clock, you're alone in the world. Hits
Yep.
the ground.
Pretty much.
It's like, oh, that feels good.
beats the shit out of Uko. Can spend
Didn't he like we have him wake up like, oh, his jaws all
Oh, yeah, no,
busted.
you,
That's coming.
your RP at like from this point on is just like on point. Had me laughing on rewatching.
Come back from the brink of death, but you're still unconscious. Mishka.
Trick attack.
Ooh,
From
that's
the
a good
floor.
one.
That's a crazy trick attack.
21 to hit, total of 5 damage.
Fortunately, it doesn't actually crit.
Pierces through, sending it spinning through the air a little bit.
Still though, 4 damage.
Stabilizes.
Yep.
Now it turns
Love
to
this
6.
idea of Mishka pulling himself out of slime and crap and just like pew, 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 from his hip, like it's like it's in my fur.
The damage at like level 1 and 2 for like everything other than melee weapons is pretty laughable.
Does not.
Especially small arms.
Yeah.
Barely. If it was a 14, it would have hit.
It's a good thing at level 3 there's a bit of a power spike where we can add like half our level to damage finally.
Yeah.
And I think my
Speaking of-
trick attack damage goes up too.
To get one
Speaking of leveling up, you guys do indeed level up after this episode, so that'll be dropping at the same time as this commentary.
Is it after this one?
Pulls through the
Yeah.
sticky icky and for a 13 damage.
You just said how 14 is right. 13, son of a bitch.
just like a pinata, as you see, it just goes up in the air like another foot, and you miss.
I hate this drone. Nemesis.
Well,
They almost took us out.
yeah.
You know what? I won't be surprised if we're gonna be somewhere far, far away, and this drone that seems really patched together and like it's been broken before comes back and is flying full speed right at Uko's face. He's like, yo!
It's gonna be like during the very last boss fight, you're gonna have 1 HP left, and the boss is gonna you're gonna get the killing blow on the boss, and you're just gonna hear this buzzing coming from like the back of the room.
Just anime like the black bars top and bottom zooming on
Exactly.
Uko's eye as it widens like, no, it can't be.
Oh wait, here we go. This is the ending of the song that lined up so well.
And parts come raining down, and it is the best party you've ever been to.
Like a drum pinata.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just love the way that like Sting at the end lines up with it.
Take a rest. Yeah.
Could have done it better if you'd planned it.
You over there, big guy.
Right.
I take out the tactical knife that I have and basically start scraping the sticky goo off my friends.
Yeah.
Probably would, realistically, would have had to shave Mishka to get all the goop off
I
of
mean,
him.
no, it's like when you get bubble gum in your hair. They just like cut it off at the at the bottom, and then you just have to put a bunch of peanut butter in your hair.
Yeah.
Not have any grenades in their holes.
I'm just imagining a scene of like putting peanut butter on Uko and him being very dog-like, just excitedly licking it up.
Out of his bed.
You mean
Uh-oh,
Mishka?
Mishka. Or Uko still. Because,
Sure. So you are
This part where you're like
on the verge of death.
carrying this broken ass drone, like every time I would hear it, I would just start laughing. Just the image of you
Carrying garbage around.
just beat to shit where you're just like basically incoherent. Like you're not able to like form thoughts or anything. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna bring this trash. This good
here you
gift.
go.
Oh my god, what happened to y'all?
I like the lighting on this.
Yeah, I did a little bit of lighting effects to make it look a little bit more like nighttime. If you pay too close attention to like the sunbeams coming through the window, it ruins it a little bit. But yeah, for people who aren't looking at the details like that, it's fine.
Those are just the lights from like the street lights.
Moisture far.
Cemetery, as well as let out some of those weird little monkeys.
I mean, that's more than we've been able to do.
I was also pretty excited to drop this cliffhanger that we end the episode on here.
Spare room.
Because I knew that you guys had grown a little bit attached to Jellic, as a character.
What are you talking about? We don't care about him. He's some dumb farmer.
I don't have a big enough bed for you, but I did my best.
Yeah, so knowing that you guys were a little bit attached to him, I was like, oh, good. This will hit appropriately.
Yeah. There was a big part of me when you were saying that for Abretta, that there was like I don't know why, and it's just me, but it was like, I don't have a big enough bed for just you, but maybe mine would for both of us. Not that he would have, but I just really wanted it to happen.
Yeah, that's because you play Uko like a horn dog.
Well, is it I play
Horn
Uko as
lizard.
a horn dog, or I'm a horn dog who plays Uko?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, if you remember Dr. Fillmore Graves.
Yeah.
Listen, he was not a horn dog, he was lonely and
No,
sad.
he was not a horn dog. He was a lech.
Can I get your number?
As Abretta comes rushing into the room.
Yeah, no, maybe not unfortunately, but I do edit out some of your aggressive flirtations with Uriah and stuff in these episodes.
What aggressive flirtation? What? Nothing about Uko is aggressive when it comes to flirting.
Now shut up and kiss me.
Backhand grabs. It's like, wait, I don't. Does he like? What's happening?
Uko is played by Harrison Ford.
Oh, shut up and kiss me.
All right, well,
Hey,
that's another
That
episode.
cliffhanger. I know. Oh, that cliffhanger. I remember when we were like, wait, what?
Yeah, we're like, no, angelic boy.
Our favorite. What is he, a farmer? Who cares, Jelly?
There's a good deleted scene that happened right after we ended that session where Uko does say that he was thinking about making a pass at Abretta. It's very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. Bad timing for that.
They took my ex-husband who I still love. So you're available.
So you're saying there's a chance.
But yeah, that is the episode 4 Dishonorable Discharge commentary. If you are a backer and you are listening to this, once again, just want to say thank you for your support.
Yes,
and
thank you.
allowing us to continue doing this. If you are not a backer and you're watching this, hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please consider backing us because we put out commentary for every episode as well as deleted scenes and other fun things to sort of supplement each episode.
Yeah, got Discord and all that stuff.
Yeah, so if all of that is something that you are interested in, please consider backing us. We have different tiers, $1, $5, $8. You know, even the $1 helps us out. So whatever you can do, we really appreciate it. But enough begging you guys for money. We just really want to say thank you for your viewership and
Yes.
even if you're not backing us on Patreon, your viewership and vocal support really, you know, it lets us know that there's people who enjoy what we're doing and gives us a reason to do it. So thank you.
Yeah, we
Yes.
all put a pretty good amount into trying to making this, you know, a quality product, and especially Nick. He works the hardest out of all of us, and you know, all of your guys' support and appreciation lets us know that our hard work is not you know, for naught. I mean, we'd probably do this anyway just because we really enjoy the hell out of it, but
yeah, it's a lot of fun when I can do this with you guys, and then when I can be like, hey friends, check this out, and I have people, not, you know, as friends, oh okay, I'll watch it, but then they come back like, that was really good, that I really like that, when's the next one? Like, oh, just love hearing it.
And that's the reason why we do it.
yeah,
Exactly.
makes us feel warm and fuzzy to hear people's support for whatever the hell we're doing with this stupid ass show.
Yeah.
Warm and fuzzy like Mishka.
Exactly. Well, enough of us rattling on about how much we like doing this and how much we love you all. We will let you go back to your days, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Aggressive flirting.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, yeah, I'm interested in this Kresk fella. If he's got things we could use, might be worth checking out.
Very true.
Because, the harder this is, the more likely you guys will die, and I won't get paid, so let's try to keep you all alive.
Yes. Let's try to keep you alive as well.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't get paid, I'm not getting out of here either, because you guys will be dead, so...
And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Hey.
We gotta save our Jellic boy.
I was gonna be like, you divorced and what do you care?
No, that's rude.
Partnerships are for life.
That's how you can start next week.
Yeah, hey, Uko believes in lifelong partnerships. Thank you.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna stop recording.